Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. I want to welcome new subscribers as well that we've had in the last week. And just to let you guys know, everyone know how this works. This is a question and answer video where I'm answering your guys' questions that you asked last Monday in the last Q&A video. So any questions you guys have today, please go down below in the comment section. Ask me anything you want. I'll answer all your questions in the next Q&A next Monday, every single Monday, okay? And all I ask from you guys is your location. Please tell me where you are from. We all like to know that, you know, we aren't alone, and I want everyone to feel like there's somewhat of a unity, family here, okay? So please leave your locations, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And the first question is from Corey from the United States. Hello, Corey. Do borderlines place their victims on a pedestal during the love bombing stage because tearing someone down fuels and validates their grandiose thinking? Trying to understand this pattern of thinking. Well, that is a very narcissistic way of thinking, I believe. And I believe borderlines put people on that pedestal because they are looking for the true love, and they always believe they found their soulmate, and their chemicals and hormones go up and down in their brain, and they can't handle their emotions. It's too intense. So they meet someone and they think they're the best thing since sliced bread, and they think that they're gonna be the answer to all their problems and help them feel better because they hurt so much. I hope that makes sense, but I'm not saying that borderlines are excluded of this kind of behavior or this purposeful, planned kind of abuse. They definitely are, and I think, you know, could you say anyone is, but I think that's a very narcissistic thing to do, you know, to plan this out and look at it and watch it crumble in front of your eyes and say, I did that, you know. That's what I think. Hope that helps Corey a little bit. Thank you. Cindy from Idaho. Hello, Cindy. How do we know we are not borderlines? Well, I think that's a good question. Not so much for me, because I'm not a doctor, so I don't diagnose people, and I can't tell someone they are or aren't. I can't tell someone they have a personality disorder, and I can't tell someone they do not. But if I could offer any kind of help and a way for you guys to know, and also some comfort and understanding, I want you to know that things like PTSD and borderline are so closely related. They look so and feel so similar. A lot of doctors say they're the same thing. I don't believe so at all. I believe a personality disorder is something you have your entire life. And for you guys that come out of this really horrific relationship, totally mentally and emotionally crumbled, know that this is a reaction to trauma. Okay, you had a traumatic relationship, but is the things that you think you might be borderline-ish in, the traits, have you been that way your whole life? Or is this just a single incident? Because I'll tell you, during the worst traumatic, you know, we all have times in our life, most of us, where we aren't the best person in the world, and we've done some bad things to people, and we, you know, and we go through the worst emotional time in our life and the worst losses of our life, and we aren't always, you know, perfectly there. Okay, some of us kind of go up and down and lose it a little bit and stuff like this. So, you know, if you're measuring something like this right now at the worst time of your life, that's not so much appropriate. If you would like to know, go see a doctor. Go see a doctor and they'll tell you. But let me leave you with this. This is a common question I get from my clients. So my clients say, you know, they tell me about their narcissist, and then they want to know if they're a narcissist or they're borderline or psychopath. And what I can tell them is this, okay, so you have problems in your life, things aren't going well, very, very bad. And so you come to me and you want to know, what can you do? So we together come up with a resolution, right? A solution to your problems. And if you were to take my advice and solve these things in your life, implement solution, all right, change your life, stop addictions, you know, keep your job and start feeling better and being happier and stuff like this, and your life starts becoming a lot better because you did the things that I told you to do, most likely you don't have a personality disorder. Most likely. Okay? It's the people that don't implement solution, the people that do not change their lives. To even attempt to change your life if you have borderline personality disorder takes years and years of a very, very massively extensive therapy. Not just see a life coach. And a life coach says, do this, and you do it, and your life's better. Okay? So that's one thing you can measure yourself on. And that's another motivator to get things done. All right? To do the work. Okay? Hope that helps. Next question is from Lucy in Australia. Hello, Lucy. My ex claimed to have ADHD, and that's often comorbid with BPD. When he lost his job, he turned to prostitution and has very little empathy. Was I dealing with a borderline? Well, Lucy, I wouldn't know, and I couldn't tell you you are. If I was to say, yes, you were, you wouldn't even trust what I say, right? After that, I don't know them. I'm not a doctor again. And, but you already know ADHD is, ADHD children are like 5 times more likely to have borderline as an adult. So that's a very, very big, strong indicator. The fact that he is impulsive and turns to prostitution isn't very good. The fact that he has little empathy is bad. So it sounds like he has a personality disorder, possibly, but I wouldn't know which one, Lucy. I wouldn't know. And we all know that the 4 disorders in the cluster B look so similar anyways. It's hard for us to know. And I wouldn't know, Lucy, okay? But, I think the important thing to know is, what I always say is, we don't need the label. We need to not accept the behavior, okay? Hope that makes sense. Sweet baby girl, would love to know where you're from, sweet baby girl. David, I can't help but notice that the person who's had the smear campaign on you all year long is still going. I hope this isn't too personal a question, but would you mind saying how it affects you since it's gone on so long? I was really worried you're stopping making the videos. Well, first of all, I'm not going to stop making the videos. This person couldn't make me do that. But thank you for your concern. Thank you for asking. So I've been advised not to talk about this too much and be careful about some of the things I say from my lawyer. But I'll say this. In the very beginning of all this, when it started at the beginning of the 2018 year, I was really concerned for my business because this person was completely attacking my business. Okay, so I was scared. It stressed me out. I didn't want to check my emails anymore. I was sick of my channel. It was just like, oh my God. But now I see that it hasn't affected me. It doesn't bother me anymore. On a personal level, I don't care what really unhealthy, bad people say about me. It doesn't bother me. Especially after seeking legal counsel. This person's goal was to completely destroy my entire life. So they failed because my life is really good. My business is great. My life is great. My relationships are strong and I'm happy, really, really happy. So they failed. And, it's worse to see somebody self-destruct more than it's been it's tougher to see this person now self-destruct than what I've been through up until this point, if that makes sense. It was bad, it was stressful, it doesn't bother me anymore, but now I can't even watch it. It's so bad. This person's self-destructing as expected, and it's ugly. So that's not always, it's never nice to see something like that from anyone. No matter what you think about them. But thank you for asking. I appreciate your concern. And no, I will never stop making videos, at least from this person, because of this person. Okay? Thank you very much. Aruvio from Holland. I hope I said that right. I have a problem every year. My narcissistic parents discarded my sister years ago. And for my birthday every year, my parents have to come one day and my sister come the next day because your parents don't want her there and your parents get mad that she even comes the next day. Controlling, huh? Look, everybody. You're an adult. You're an adult now and you make your own decisions for you, not for them. You don't owe them anything anymore. Say thank you for raising me and you would love to be a part of their life and a loving, great part of their life. But if they want to pull stuff like this, then you can't. So you give them a chance to not do this anymore and it be on your terms. And if they can't handle that, that's their problem. Do you see that? If they want to have children that they discard and then they want to play favorites, and then they want to say, oh, you can't, and they want to control their other children and say who they can't have over at their house, even your own family. That's sick, and that's their problem, and they can stay home with their problem. They can have their problem at home. Don't let them bring their problem to your home, and don't let them make their problem your problem. Okay, guys? We don't make our problems other people's problems, and we don't let other people's problems, other people make their problems our problems, right? So this is their problem, not yours. So stop making it your problem, okay? This is horrible, 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 horrible. And once you become strong enough and you start understanding what meeting emotional needs are for yourself, then this will be easier to deal with. So realize that this makes you feel bad, so you have to fix it. So you give, if it's because of a person that makes you feel bad, you can give them a chance and an opportunity, and you explain to them very well how they make you feel. And if they don't I don't care what they say or do or whatever, if they don't make you feel better, nothing you can do. You tried. Okay? Maybe take a year off. Maybe they don't come this year for your birthday, and maybe they'll learn. Okay? Because the biggest learning lesson is loss. So maybe if they lose you a little bit or lose the birthdays and all that, maybe they will change their behavior. Let's hope so. They're old enough now, aren't they? That's the end of part 1, guys. I'm going quick, aren't I? So anyways, thank you very much. If you guys could for me, please, I'm doing my part. Please do your part by sharing this stuff on social media, forums, and groups, giving it to people who really need it, who could really use it, who are suffering from this and don't even know what it is, okay? Please do that for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in part 2. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.